Hey folks, so this is a special video, not in my normal weekly video. Just throwing this one in. It'll probably be shorter, but it's a celebration of getting 100 subscribers, which is pretty cool. And I figure since basically the mascot for our channel is this French Bulldog, or French Bulldogs in general, I thought I'd do just a little show and tell of a couple little French Bulldog magazines. So this is I guess a recurring item that focuses all on French Bulldogs. I'm not really sure because we don't really subscribe to this. We just happen to have this one. And this is a magazine that had as a special feature information on French Bulldogs. So we got that magazine when we were sort of shopping. And my wife's always ahead of the curve. When we got our first French Bulldog, a lot of people didn't even know what that dog was. We literally would walk the dog and people say, "What is that thing, a pig?" Now these dogs are very popular. Certainly I see them frequently around, and it seems like a lot of celebrities have these dogs as well. So again, that was quite a number of years ago, but when we got our first French Bulldog. And so from this book, I'll probably focus mostly on just streaming through some pictures. And on this one, I'll take a look at that article about French Bulldogs, because I think it'll have some insights that are I can relate to. And if you have a French Bulldog or think of getting one, it probably would be information that you might find helpful as well, or you might relate to if you have one of these dogs. I think I'm going to start with this little article. So I don't think I'll read the whole article, but I'll read some of it because it's kind of interesting, and like I said, very much I can relate after having these dogs. Let's see, this little headline here says, "This breed may look like a bruiser, but underneath its brawny exterior is a lovable lapdog and constant companion." This one says, "The French Bulldog's distinctive bat ears, as seen in this black brindle bitch, are a breed trademark." You can see those ears. "Bred to be a buddy. The family tree of the French Bulldog, as its name implies, branches from that of its cousin the Bulldog, also known as the English Bulldog. Bulldog aficionados in England developed a miniature version of the breed in the 1800s known as the Toy Bulldog. The country's lace workers especially admired the popular new breed. With the advent of the Industrial Revolution and the mechanization of lace production, many of these workers packed up their dogs along with all their belongings and headed to France in search of work. Interestingly, some of these mini bulldogs also came to France with workers of a much different vocation. French sailors fancied these strong, sturdy, and easily smuggled little dogs and brought them back from trips across the English Channel. The precise origins of the modern French Bulldog are unknown, but some believe that many diminutive bulldogs were crossed with pugs and various terriers in their new homeland, eventually leading to the development of the French Bulldog. Although this was the beginning of the breed we know today, the dogs of that era were somewhat coarser than the modern Frenchie. They also varied greatly in appearance from dog to dog, particularly in ear set. This caption on this photo of those pups says, French Bulldogs tend to have small litters, so don't be surprised if there is a waiting list for puppies. It says, the skin should hang loose and forms gentle folds around the head and shoulders, such as on this cream-colored Frenchie. This section begins with, do you deserve a Frenchie? After reading the above description, you may be thinking, what's not to love? Like all breeds, however, the French Bulldog is not for everyone. It is important to evaluate your lifestyle and personality to ensure you will give the Frenchie the home it deserves. Keep in mind that this dog was bred not to be a hunter or a herder, but to be a companion. The French Bulldog needs to be an integral part of the family and receive long daily doses of love and affection, or it will not thrive. That's certainly true. We've had dogs with different personalities, some very attached to a few people, others happy to be petted by anybody. French Bulldogs, such as this red one, do not require a lot of exercise. An occasional walk in the park should be sufficient. That's also quite true. In fact, we would take these dogs for walks, and they couldn't even make it all the way. We'd have to carry them home. They were so, they only have to go a little ways, and then they're done. The French Bulldog features a variety of coat colors, including this pied pup and brindle adult. Look at that little puppy's really cute. So I guess this article refers to this other periodical. It says the French Bulletin, published quarterly by Windy Ridge, Minnesota. So I don't know if that's still published or not. That's a pretty old copy. This picture up here, it says, the short nose gives the French Bulldog a baby face expression, but can lead to breathing problems. This is a cream-colored Frenchie with fawn points. Let's take a look at some of the photos in the other magazine. The French Bulletin. I guess that Frenchie's Stanley. Cute black puppy. These puppies are 10 weeks of age. Bumblebee, Beauregard, Busybody, and Cup of Joe. And here's the dog from the cover, Stanley. Now we didn't show our dogs. We just, they were just pets. They were just family friends. There's Jack on that side and Blossom on that side. I guess they were new champions at that time. A lot of the pictures in here are, of course, people and their champion dogs. This one says best of breed. Best of winners and opposite. This says celebrating Frenchies. I guess that's a advertisement for a book. Here's some photos from the 2002 Nationals. A lot of winning dogs. So I always think of that movie Best in Show whenever we're attending dog shows, which we don't do a lot of. We're not that into it. But you can meet breeders and meet some interesting dog people at those events. And that's what this book seems to mostly be about. Breeding and showing these dogs. Here's a costume party. They dressed up their Frenchies in various ways. Our dogs were not open to much costumes. They didn't really like that sort of thing. I don't think you'd get our dog to wear something like that. I mean, I guess you could make them, but they wouldn't be happy about it. This little guy seems pretty happy in that outfit. It's funny, I think they even put little sandals on him. Body warmer for your Frenchie. This one says Mac and Elmo. I guess that's an ad for that breeder. I wonder if they do still make this periodical. I wouldn't doubt it. Like I said, it's the breed has only become more popular. Interesting article on what do I need to bring on my next road trip with my dog. Cute guy in the car window. This is by a veterinarian. If you must go to a veterinarian clinic while on your trip, it is imperative to bring any medical history of importance. Allergic reactions can occur anywhere, and usually when you least expect them or want them. There's a couple of guys in that car. That one looks like he's ready to drive. It is always best to kennel your pet in a hotel room so it does not hurt itself or the room. Best of breed variety. guess that's another advertisement for a breeder. Looks like a lot of advertisements for studs. There's a little drawing of a Frenchie. Again, a lot more photos of various winners. They're show dogs. Some interesting outfits on some of the participants. Here's a Canadian costume competition. Pretty wild. A lot of dogs in costumes. Pretty elaborate, some of them. Guess that breeder's showing their sire in the dam. And these are kind of interesting. These are like old advertisements for, looks like, stud fees or different dogs. This one's from 1918. These three are from 1918. This one's from 1924. And so is this one. Interesting. So $25. I guess that's the stud fee, I'm assuming. A couple other little Frenchie artwork. This one says, "Dogs are not our whole lives, but they make our lives whole." By Roger Karras. More show dogs. Here's a CD. Looks like, oh, I guess it's an old book, originally published in 1926 by the French Bulldog Club of America. You could get this book on CD for $55. One would assume you could probably buy that online somewhere these days. There's a holiday. French Bulldog illustration. I guess this is a novel? A dog love story? Minga? I'll just go ahead and read that. It might be interesting. More than a century ago, deep in the English Midlands, 4 miniature bulldog puppies whose personalities are as unique as their unusual bat ears are sold to four very different owners from various walks of life. Minga, Tig, Farley and Daffodil, are destined to live far away from one another. Due to the timing of events, their lives changed dramatically as each dog is forced to deal with unknown dangers and human agenda. Their spirit and tenacity enable them, despite astonishing odds, to attempt the greatest and most incredible of feats, and in doing so, immeasurably strike the hearts of those they meet along the way. Brimming with suspense, adventure, and humor, Minga is a love story meant to strike your heart as well. At that time it was $19.95 plus $5.05 shipping and handling. Minga, a love story. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little quick video and were able to relax. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.